everybody, how's it going? I am at war right now. And I gotta say, my main rule in life is live and let live. But this has gone too far. And I've had to resort to my inner caveman. I've had this house for 10 years now, but I've only lived in it for a little while. It was a rental for me for years and years. And this goes to show you how oblivious I am that I didn't even know, what these mounds were in my yard. I would just mow the yard and then I'd have to kick the mounds down. I'm like, what the, what is that? And then several years later, I learned it was a mole. This mole has been here for a long time, or its descendants, I should say, have been here for a long time. Now I live in this house, and this is my first year living here, and I gotta say, it has torn up my yard. I'm gonna go through some footage here in a second, but as you can see, kind of dressed up in my grubby clothes because we're about to get after it. So I decided I'm gonna, document this journey because I have failed at every single thing I've tried. And this is ridiculous now. I mean, I'm like trying everything. I've done all I can to do all the research I can, and now I'm resorting to, brute force tactics to get this job done. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the yard. We're going to take a look at everything, and I'm going to go through what I've tried, what hasn't worked, and these things are smart, man. I mean, they are smart. Once I started putting a trap out here and there, they didn't come back to that spot. They showed up somewhere else. Now I can see them in my neighbor's yard as well. I don't know if it's the same one. I don't have a clue. So we're going to go through. I'm going to show you the traps that I've used. A lot of the traps that I've seen online, are good for the surface where they, tunnel towards the surface. That ain't these moles here at my house. They're down deep. They're like, 6 to 8 inches deep. You really got to dig down there. So that doesn't work for me. I still tried to make those traps work by digging down and then covering them up, but then I never caught anything. So we're going to go through my battle with these moles, and I'm going to take you through, and hopefully after a period of time, I'm going to catch them. And then once I catch one, I'll know how many more are here. So my name is Joe, and I'm a musician. Played a little song in the intro. That was the song that I woke up blaring in my head this morning. I wake up sometimes to just the most random songs ever. That's a song that I haven't thought about in years. If you know what it is, tell me in the comments. I just love that song. It's such a good song and made me think of all their other good songs, And that's a good song too. So we're gonna get after it. Basically my channel is just kind of like all the things that I do in life. It's random. I've got all kinds of other channels and other, projects that I do and stuff. But this channel is a lot of fun for me because I get to do whatever I want and I get to go to war. So let's see what happens. All right. All right, so nothing like a crazy morning at my place. Early morning drug deal going on, but you know, hey. All right, so here we're going to get a look at these mole areas. They're starting to come through my driveway right here. I kind of stepped these down, stomped them down a little bit, and haven't seen anything really for a little while. There is a small one right here, and I'm just kind of keeping my eye on it, seeing what happens with it. So I'm just trying to patch the yard up. As you can see, this whole area right here is just kind of destroyed from the moles. And you know what's weird though, they just eat here. They don't they don't show their tunnels or anything. So kind of as we walk over here a little ways, this is an area where they were pushing up mole hills, and so I kind of got to stomp them down while I do the yard. And it's been a while since anything has been in these areas. They kind of go and, they kind of come and go. And here's a couple more. These are pretty old. And as we kind of make our way around to the back, so this one's right outside my office. And one of the traps that I have set in there, and I had to dig it down quite a bit because they're way down there. Another mole hill, but he hasn't been here for a while. Okay, so making our way around the back, we are using these scissor traps right here. And honestly, these have been pretty much junk. They haven't worked at all. This one's new. This one just popped up. So I was stomping it down so I can get the lawnmower through there. I got to do the yard here pretty soon. And then some more of these scissor traps. One of these actually did go off, but there was a rock, so it prevented it from closing. There's just a shitload of rocks all throughout my yard, so that makes it a little bit tough. So these are the scissor traps, and that hole right there was a fairly new one. And haven't been able to catch anything. It was just in these holes like recently. So I tried to leave the traps for longer than just a couple days. They say if you don't see it in a couple days to move them, but I can't be doing that. I got other stuff to do, It's another one. And yet another one right by the house. This is the neighbor's yard. And, it's obviously going back and forth. So I can't put a trap there for obvious reasons. But that's brand new. I mean, those just popped up. And he just mowed his yard the other day. So that's within 24 or 48 hours. Like, I don't see activity like that anymore for some reason. We'll see if they make their way back over to my yard. Looks like they're spending some time at the neighbor's yard for now. I was getting ready to walk to my front yard, ran into this guy. Live and let live, I mean, live and let live. I let everything live that I can. I don't want to kill anything but these moles. All right, so it's time to get ready to pack these things up. And that one exploded all over me. That's the last time I'll do that. I was smart enough to put my foot on this one. And we're going to pack these guys up and we're going to put them away because I ordered some new ones. And that's where we're going to pick up in the next video. I'm going to put the new ones in the ground. And it's going to be a combination of probably some of these. If they're higher at the surface, I'm going to use these scissor traps. If they're deeper down in the ground, I think I'm going to get them with these tunnel traps. So I did quite a bit of research and, looked online. Obviously, there's a shitload of videos for catching moles. So kind of went through those and sort of found the best traps that will work for my yard. Yeah, see, here's one of those rocks that prevent it from shutting. So anyways, yeah, I did a whole bunch of research, and I think the best for my yard is going to be these tunnel traps. So we're gonna get those installed, and I'm gonna video that whole process, and I will see you on the next one.